All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Norristown leading 21-15. They don't seem to have any opening night jitters, Bob. They seem to be playing reasonably steady. I'm talking about the Eagles.
Playing very aggressive. Yep. They're hustling. They're pushing the ball up court. But the bulk of Norristown's points are off the transition.
Right.
They're not off of the half-court set, and that's working. But still like to see those points in the half-court set.
Sure.
Cheltenham, other than those two players, 51 and
55.
55, haven't illustrated they can do a lot from the perimeter.
All right, here's Wrigley, Goggins, Blackwell. Working the periphery of the Cheltenham defense, behind the back pass. Nice shot, number 11, David Wrigley, off a fine pass. Norristown in a full court man-to-man press.
He's going to get a call if he doesn't get rid of it.
Here's Carl Dean with the interception. Draws a foul. That's number 23, Harris Mansell. I'm liking
too much dribbling by the point at that position on that last series, and then he turns it over.
I'm liking
to take you somewhere, Joe.
I'm liking what I see with Dean and Blackwell. That last foul shot notwithstanding.
This foul shot.
Right. All right, Eagles with a 9-point lead. Makes the second. Stretches the lead to 10. Here's Brandon Hector back in the game. 51, Vaughn Tinsley is out. He disappeared after those first 2 minutes. Mansell, nice baby hook. Harris Mansell. Offensive foul, number 11. He was a little out of control, David Wrigley. It'll be the Panthers' ball, down 8 points. Anthony Carmona in the game for the Eagles.
And they have to see that open player when they trap like that. They have
Already stepped on the line is number 33.
That's it, the third baseline violation in this game already.
Right. 33 has hurt the Panthers since he's come in. Gardner drives the lane, tries to follow his own shot. Out of bounds, Cheltenham's ball. Here's a timeout, Cheltenham, with the score 25-17, an 8-point Eagle lead.
I'm impressed with Norristown pushing the ball up court. Their defensive aggressiveness has been very strong tonight. Neither side has hit the boards really well. Both sides have been aggressive. Cheltenham just doesn't seem that cohesive. They're a 4-0 team, but other than the two inside players, and the bulk of their points have been inside. They have one outside shot, I believe, Joe, so far tonight. That was the three-pointer by 23 in the corner. Other than that, the bulk of their points are inside or off a fast break.
Bob, do you find that a team's half-court offense develops as the season goes along?
It better. It usually does. Depends, again, how much focus you put on that half-court set. If you're spending all your time running up and down the court, teams that take that away from you and rebound and take it away from you, then you're not going to have your half-court offense.
Right. Nice play. Nice anticipation by David Wrigley. Nice shot from the corner is number 32,
Cheltenham
Pat
has shown a
Mansell.
willingness to use their bench too, Joe.
Yes.
That's a couple more players that are in.
Yes. Here comes Cheltenham on a block. Offensive foul, clearly offensive foul.
And that was just not the right play at that spot.
Right.
Either pull it out, take the short jumper, give it up. Not the good play.
Right. That's the fourth time number 33, Pat Fleury, has done something that has crippled the Panthers' offense. And he takes a seat on the bench. As we said in the beginning, Cheltenham is 4-0. They've beaten some pretty good teams. Norristown gave Lancaster McCaskey all it could handle last evening. Here's Mansell, Harris Mansell looks to drive, draws a foul. Number 11, that's David Wrigley into the game. Number 31, Julius, on the bench is Julius Blackwell. Harris Mansell will shoot 2. Nice smooth stroke. Back into the game is the freshman Jermaine Pierce.
And Tinsley's back in for Cheltenham.
Yeah. Pierce is 6'3" and he's only a freshman. Mansell sinks 2. It's a 25-22 ball game. Cheltenham's crept a little closer. Cheltenham now in a zone press. Carmona and Gardner in the backcourt.
See, they're utilizing the pass fake on that. There's a good lob. There's a good look.
Nice play. Jermaine Pierce. Beautiful pass from Willis Gardner. Oh, Tinsley missed a cripple.
Yeah,
here come the Eagles.
Basket.
Pierce with a follow-up, strong follow-up. He'll get 2 shots. Jermaine Pierce.
Very unorthodox at the free throw line, and that was not a soft shot.
No. All right, drain the second, 28-22, 6-point Eagle lead.
Almost another one.
Almost, you're right. Here's Brandon Hector. Here's Mansell. 12-foot jump shot. Rebound Carmona. Carmona drives the right side. Gardner, top of the key, looks to shoot. Into Pierce, misses the layup. Got to make those shots.
Have to use the backboard.
Yep. Yep, that's what it's there for. Here's Tinsley again. That'll be a jump ball under the basket. Possession arrow goes with Cheltenham. There's some confusion here with regard to who gets possession. Here's man.
On that.
Yes. All right, Willis Gardner gets knocked to the floor. However, he draws the blocking foul.
His first, team 7, with the 1-1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1.
Have to correct an impression that I gave at the beginning of the game. The Norristown Eagles are being coached by Mike Fink, who is Mike Evans' assistant, and not Gregory Bates. All right, 28-24, 4-point game. Interesting, exciting game. Here's Blackwell, looks to drive. A little bit out of control there. Rebound Tinsley. Here's Hector. Sneaks inside, out of bounds, Cheltenham's ball. 3:44 left to play. Eagles with a 4-point lead. Here, Tinsley. Mansell can shoot from the corner.
Right, and that's, now he's burned them a couple times on that. They either have to deny it or put some pressure on it.
Here's Carmona on a safety valve pass. Back to Blackwell. Here's Carmona. Misses a long jump shot. Oh, he stepped on the line. He stepped on the line.
I thought the official just didn't have the angle on it.
Ferocious battle under the boards. There's Mansell. Comes up with the ball, throws up kind of a shot, draws the foul.
It's the 18th foul for Norristown, too. Momentum has shifted in the last couple minutes.
It certainly has. It certainly has, and I don't know why. I guess the reason is high school basketball.
Well, and the corner jumpers, and they seem to be doing a better job getting the rebound and getting the ball down the court. But you see Norristown's defensive game plan is to pressure the guards and force them to give it up early and get the turnovers out of it. Both of their guards are giving the ball up earlier in their life. And Carmona's been picking up in the backcourt, and the other defensive players picking it up in the backcourt, putting a lot of pressure on Cheltenham's guards, and they're struggling with it. They're not penetrating. They're giving the ball up at the red part of the court.
Right.
And they need to get that ball, deliver that ball a lot later, a lot closer to the basket. And I would imagine that's going to continue.
Somewhat of a disappointment so far, it's still early, is number 55, Gary Vancourt, who I understand has committed to play basketball at Shippensburg University, which is Division II, and he has been
very silent.
Very silent this evening.
First couple minutes, Joe, you're right. He was a factor, but and he's not in the game.
Not in the game. Maybe he's nicked up. I don't know. All right, here's Harris Mansell. Can tie the game and does not. 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Makes the second, knots the game at 28-28. Blackwell in the backcourt, which I don't understand. Sloppy pass.
No backboard again. Just
right.
You don't comprehend that. Use that backboard.
Here's Carmona. Back to Gardner. Looks to shoot, looks to pass. Misses.
Short-stroked it.
Yep. He short-armed it.
He short-stroked it.
Here's Carmona again. Nice reverse layup.
They used the basket as a defender to protect the ball.
Nice, clever play by Anthony Carmona. Here's Tinsley. Here's Dean on a breakaway. Dean went to the afterburners and lost control of the ball.
Yes, I think Kyle's been a difference for the team too. He sparked the team. He's had a couple easy baskets, but those baskets was a result of his hustle.
Yep. Here's Pierce.
Forced shot there.
Ill-advised shot. Ill-advised shot. You're absolutely
correct. It was his turn to take the shot.
Yep. Nice play. Gardner running the fast break. Blind pass to Dean, and he lost.
I was just about to say, Joe, you have 4 white out in front on that play. You better score, and we don't get a shot out of
it. Right. Yeah. They filled the lanes, but they didn't finish. All right, here's Blacken and Hector.
Anthony's continuing that backcourt pressure.
Yeah.
Look where he's driving.
Yes, indeed.
He's giving the ball up too early.
Yep.
Look where 21's handling the ball.
20, 22 feet from the basket. You're absolutely right. Here's Manziel again. There isn't a shot that Mr. Manziel doesn't like.
Right. At this point, there's no one else doing the shooting except Manziel. 51 and 55's back in the game, but they're not touching the basketball.
Right.
And I would be talking to the point guard and say, look, you have to get rid of that ball a little bit later. The whole passing lane changes in the receiving lane when you're catching the ball 23, 24 feet out from the basket.
A minute and a half. Gardner threw the ball away, unintentionally, of course. All right, Norristown has out there Blackwell, Dean, Goggins, Gardner, and Gregory Roscoe's back in the game. (30-28) Norristown, a minute 12 left to play. Hector top of the key. Vane Core missed a shot inside. Goggins to Roscoe. Picked up by Dean. Blackwell almost traveled. Back to Roscoe. He walked.
See?
All right, 33 back in the game is Pat Flory, which is good for the Eagles.
If he continues the way he started out.
Right.
1-on-1 plus.
All right, Hector's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Could tie the game with 49 seconds left to play in the first half.
You just don't want to see the backcourt fouls like that, Joe. Non-shooting, put the pressure on, but don't reach.
All right, Hector is long on the shot, gets his own rebound, almost stumbles. Nice play by Julius Blackwell, leads the break. Back to Gardner. Roscoe from the corner, no good.
Looked like a palm ball on that. It didn't come off the finger pads. Right. The rotation wasn't there. Looks like he lost it. Now, will they play for the last shot?
I would say they would. Yep.
I would say they should, but
yeah,
they didn't the first quarter.
Right. Nice play.
That was a beautiful play. But still enough time for them to come down and score. See?
Nice play by Manziel to tie the game at 30. Gardner with a desperation heave from midcourt. That ends the first half of this season's opening home game for the Norristown Eagles. We're not at 30. What do you think,
Norristown, Joe, I'm very happy with the performance at this point. 30-30, you're on your home court. You're going to get better in the second half. I'm very pleased. If I'm Cheltenham, on the other hand, I'm unhappy. You're giving up fast breaks. You're getting out-rebounded. You have 2 players, actually 3 now, if you count what was done in the last couple of minutes, 3 players doing the scoring. Your 2 guards are not doing the shooting and scoring, 0. So I wouldn't be real pleased if I'm Cheltenham at this point. Norristown has to feel good. I
mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast that Gardner's going to have to run this offense. What is your impression of Gardner's running the Eagle offense?
Not consistent enough for me. He's taken a couple shots. I'm still not real positive about the mechanics, and he has turned the ball over a couple times. I think he has to do a better job. I'd like to see what the turnover assist ratio is with him at this point, and we don't have those stats, but he started out early making a couple good passes that led to scores, but the last couple minutes, the one that hit the wall that went out of bounds, nobody touched it, going down on a 4-on-1 break, we don't get a shot. Those kind of things hurt. You need to get those kind of opportunities productive, either a field goal or foul shots out of it.
All right, Bob, thanks again. We're going to take a break now. Again, it's halftime here at Norristown versus Cheltenham. The score knotted at 30-30. We'll be back in just a moment.